In some ways, that's where we really find each other's blend, because we both want to go hard or go home. I'm Francis, co-founder of F&J New Zealand.
I'm James, co-founder of F&J New Zealand.
I was working at a surf shop and as a part-time job while I was at university. And James came in to buy a board one day. We went from there and just, hooked up one day, go surfing, and things just developed. We found we got along, pretty competitive and trying to catch a few waves. Over time, things just developed from there.
To me, F&J's an extension of us.
F&J kind of came out of our dreams of really just giving something a crack, giving it a go, going for it, and just seeing where this could go. And then as time went on, we got more and more of a plan, more and more of an understanding of where we were. So we really started off as that kind of Kiwi in the backyard shed, just doing honey, As a kid, I was always fascinated with bees. I remember trying to catch them while they were flying on the flowers, and that whole risk of being stung, not being stung, and I'd try to see how many I could get into a jar.
Originally, we got into making all natural products because we figured if we could give back by producing all natural products versus products filled with chemicals or other adulterants, then why wouldn't you go that extra mile to produce something all natural for other people?
I think the best thing about the natural environment and growing up in New Zealand with all the countryside and walking through the bush, and all this sort of thing, is that you really appreciate things as they are. So you learn to get that appreciation of the product as it is.
We've never wavered from the original roots of where this all began, which was producing raw natural products with ethical practices and making sure we give back. So whether we're giving back to the community, whether we're giving back to charities or organisations, giving back to the people that help us. It started with a jar of honey, and over time it's turned into teaching courses. We have a few school projects we've worked on over the years. The idea of being able to help the process of teaching children at a young age more about nature, where food comes from, and that the little bee they see floating around in the schoolyard is not a scary thing. It's not something you should be afraid of. You should embrace that side of nature. It's good to pass that on to the younger generations so that they have a better understanding as they grow up of where food comes from, how it's produced, and what natural really means.
There's a lot of knowledge that's been lost over the times, but it's there historically. If you're willing to listen, if you're willing to look back, if you're willing to talk to people who are doing things differently than the status quo, just try it. This is the product. This is what it's there for. Don't take my word for it. Go and taste it yourself. Go and give it a go. And come back and tell me if you think I'm on point. Because 99% of the time, they'll come back and go, yeah, that product was what you wanted, and we're going to use it again.